So my car broke down actually just a month ago or so, and it was going to need a new engine. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have a vehicle now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're meeting Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Bob.
And you are in a really nice shuttle bus.
Yes, yes. My son is interested in buses, and he was able to buy this Chevrolet 4500, I believe, bus, and it's really nice and very roomy. So I couldn't ask for anything more with the first time out, except for just making sure I know how to run everything. That's always a little bit of a problem because I'm still learning a lot. So,
well, a lot of people would be intimidated by the size. I mean, it's a pretty big vehicle.
It is pretty big, and it's a lot bigger than anything I normally drive. I grew up on a farm, so I'm used to them, but that was a few years ago that happened. So
right.
it is a lot different. And my son, drove across country, and then I took him back to the airport, and he flew home. So now I'm on my own, but that was just a couple of days ago. So it's all new to me.
So this is brand new.
Brand new.
10 days on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
brand new.
And of course, it's really too early. Everything is new and weird. But first impressions?
It's a great deal. I love being outside, and sitting and enjoying the sunsets and sunrises, and trying to get better at walking. Doing some more walking, but it's interesting just to be able to go in and, okay, I'll have a sandwich for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And, it's been a lot of fun so far, and meeting the people that I've started camping with has been so nice, and they, keep me coming along with them. So we moved campsites once since we've been here.
Yeah, finding a community to be a part of is really important for everybody new, I think. For some people, they're okay all by themselves, but yeah. I think the majority of us really need to be with a community.
It's nice to be with a community. So
yeah. So what made you decide to live in the shuttle bus?
Well, I've been thinking about it for a couple of years. So my car broke down actually just a month ago or so, and it was going to need a new engine. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have a vehicle now. And so I went back to Chattanooga and decided to come out on the road with Sean and then go ahead and come to the RTR. It was great timing. And just, I want to see so many things. And I think that this is the way to do it.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm very excited about it.
And so your son helped you do the interior and get it all livable. It's very nice.
He pretty much planned all the interior and built it out. I helped him with the little pennies that we have on the tabletop and stuff, but he really has taken it on and has done things. There's some things we want to change eventually, but we'll get to that.
Right. No. It's always a work in progress. It's never the same year to year to year. Sometimes big changes, sometimes small changes.
That's true. Yeah. Very true. So
that's very cool. Well, can we take a look around?
Certainly.
See your shuttle bus?
Please.
Tell us a little bit about the shuttle bus, age and all that.
It's a 2012 Chevrolet 4500, and it was formerly owned in Florida, and my son bought it and brought it back up to Georgia where we live, and wanted to make the conversion because it was actually it could have been a working shuttle bus.
Well, let's check it out.
Okay.
Wow, this thing is really big and nice inside.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to stand up in it. A bed, the countertop and the tabletop, we put pennies down and then epoxied over them for a tabletop, just for something kind of fun. Took a few pennies. Took a few hours, maybe a couple, 3 or 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, they're so well organized by color and the orientation. The heads are always in the right way, and that's amazing.
Yeah, we tried to do that. So.
And there's your emergency fund right there.
Yeah.
Always waiting.
Exactly.
Break in case of emergency.
Exactly. Yes, and then like I said, I have a nice big bed, a lot of storage underneath.
Lots of storage under there.
So I can put my chairs, card table, other food items, a spare tire.
Yeah. Well, you got to have one.
Yeah, so everything is pretty much underneath there. I use a CPAP machine for sleeping, And so I've had to learn how to use the solar system or whatever, solar and EcoFlow. When it's sunny out, that's wonderful. If it's not, then maybe I'll drive somewhere and recharge my EcoFlow so that I can have the CPAP at night. It has been a real learning process to know how to do the EcoFlow, plug in the solar energy, knowing how to drive it. It has a few little idiosyncrasies sometimes where I kind of have to learn something about how to make sure it goes. It likes to tell me that there's locked doors, so I have to go and check the back door, the side door, this door, the door for entrance. Although I have a door on the driver's side to get in and out, so that was a good thing this morning. But it's just been a really joy. You know, I can open the windows.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of ventilation, don't you?
Yeah, I can open this.
Oh my, yeah.
To have some airflow.
Emergency exit?
Yes.
So it's
yes.
huge.
Yeah, yeah. So I have learned a lot already I've been on my own since Sunday for the first time. So 2 nights, third day. So
it can be kind of shocking.
It is a lot different. I didn't really camp. I grew up on a farm and we milked cows when I was growing up. And so we didn't get away from the farm very often. And then I went to college, and then and my husband and we didn't really camp either. But about 5 or 6 years ago, my son just fell in love with the lifestyle. And so he had an R pod, and he had come out here for probably about 5 years ago for the RTR.
Mm-hmm.
And he watches your videos faithfully. And, he's gotten me into watching them too. I can see so many advantages for the lifestyle. It's just nice not to have to worry about a house.
Yeah.
And everything that goes along with that.
And the house payment.
Exactly. So like I said, he came out with me. We drove from about 5 hours from the East Coast to here, about 5 hours from the West Coast on our drive across the country. It was fun. The first couple of days, I think we drove 8 or 9 hours, which was a little long, but we wanted to make sure we got out here in time for the RTR. So yes, it has been very good. I've enjoyed going to some of the seminars, listening to the music. The free piles are interesting to go and see. And
for people who are just starting on the road, one of the biggest questions they have is, how am I going to go to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
And you figured that out.
Yeah. It's nice in here, actually, now that my son isn't here or whatever, too, because now I'm all by myself, so I have my bucket and my cedar shavings, and so I can do it there, and I can just do it inside the bus. But when he was here, then, we had one of those pop-up tent things, which is kind of a pain to put away.
Oh, they're hard to figure out.
Yeah.
I still struggle with them.
Yeah. So I just I don't know that I'll bother too often with that, especially now that I'm all by myself and can do it.
Right,
So yeah,
right.
yeah.
And for showering, you're going to showers or just finding showers along the road?
Yeah, there was a laundromat here in town that I went to yesterday. I needed to do my laundry anyway, so I did double. And then learning where you can camp is definitely interesting. So, because my son had been on the road before, he knows quite a bit, and he uses iOverlander. He likes BLM land, and so he wants to find the free camping if he can. I have 2 granddaughters. My daughter has 2 little girls, and my son has a little boy, so a grandson. I'm looking forward to, in the future, being able to bring them out on some camping excursions.
That'd
I think they'll be having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be great. So, here's our dining. So, we have a tabletop, and we have seats that actually came from the bus when we purchased it. We just turned them around so they'd be like dining room chairs. And then we did the tabletop with pennies, and we have a certain method to doing it. We want the heads up and all towards the top if possible. We got some really dark older ones around the edges, and then tried to get mostly newer, shiny ones for in the middle. It was a labor of love, I guess, because I think that they turned out, both the countertop and the tabletop turned out really well.
Spectacular.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
great.
You. So we have the edges around here, and then on the countertop we put some wood on the doors. That was from pallets. So that, you know, you didn't have anything invested in that either. We had the tabletop. He had the counter. So then we just had to, you know, apply our pennies to that. So it was a lot of fun.
So really, you have very, very little invested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. The bus it cost us less than $5,000. We did have to put a new transmission in it, which I think was about $2,000 or $3,000. And really, that's been we bought a new tire. One of the tires needed to be replaced, so we got a different tire. But then it's been road ready and it's ran really well. So it's been a lot of fun just to ride in it, see it. It is a lot of fun so far. I've met really great people. They've, you know, I think that I joined a Facebook group like a couple of days before we got here, and I went ahead and I posted and I said, my first trip to RTR. I'm a newbie. I know nothing. Well, and I had a lady answer, and then a couple more, and so actually, that was kind of the beginning of the small group that we had. They were new to RTR, I believe. Also, this is their first trip, but they've been on the road for a little longer than I have. So probably most people have been on the road a little longer than me. So I think that the little beeps you hear are them texting. We have our group text now, so there's a lot of people that are on that trying to figure out what's going on. What are we doing next?
It's so important to know you're not alone in this, that you have friends. People you can count on. Your son, of course, at home.
Yes.
And now you have friends out here.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I look forward to making many more friends, you know, along the way. And I just look forward to getting on my adventure and being able to go and see some of the things that I wanted to see. And, you know, staying in a hotel is a lot of money after a while. So it's really nice to have your bed on wheels and be able to just pull over, even in a parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be able to enjoy wherever you want to go. So,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sherry, thank you so much for sharing your home with us and your story. It's really cool. Really great story. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Bob. I have watched your videos. My son turned me on to them, and you just are a real person, and it's nice. So
thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
No problem. Thank you for coming into my home.
So, folks, I'm sure you've been inspired and got some great ideas here. You can see shuttle buses are a great way to go. If you've got any help out of this video, then like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Bye.